This is a nice project, a simple modelling project that one could use the create surface array command to achieve. So I'm going to select the object, this image, and I'm going to remove it. And then I'm going to create a single circle object. I'm going to give it a radius of 5 meters. And then I'm going to go to a left isometric view. And I'm going to rotate that up by 90 degrees. I'm going to now make a copy of that, and I'm going to make it 5 meters away, 10 meters away. And if I press the Option key, it will be duplicated. I'm going to change the radius of this to 2 meters. And then with those both selected, I'm just going to go to a front view. I'm going to get the the split tool, and I'm going to just drag it across there and delete the lower sides. With that done, I'm going to now convert these two objects into NURBS curves, which it does, and it places them inside a group, which I can then just ungroup. So now I've got two NURBS curves. These NURBS curves are going to form the basis of the first object that I need to make, which is a surface. So I'm going to use the Loft Surface tool, and I'm going to select this one object and this object. And when I press Enter, these options appear. I don't need any of them, so I'm going to press OK. And if I was to go into a shaded view, you can see that I've got a nice surface here. I'm going to change the color so you can see it a little bit clearer. And there is our object. Okay, go to a top plan view. I'm going to draw a simple rectangle. I'm going to draw a rectangle just like that. And I'm going to extrude this by 40 millimeters to give us a solid object. And this is going to form the basis of the planks or the slats that go around the shape. So I'm going to go to a left isometric view, although I don't need to, and then I'm going to select both those objects, and I'm going to go Model, Create Surface Array. These are the defaults which I'm going to accept. And what you can immediately see is that there are 3 versions of my extrude up one way and 3 versions of my extrude up the other way. I'm going to change that number of repetitions up the X direction to 1. And now you can see that we've got 1 extrude going up and 3 going round. So I'm going to change this now to 10. And now you can see our shape has formed. I'm going to go to a shaded view, and you can see that our planks or slats or segments are inside my curve. So I'm going to select my surface array object, and I'm going to switch the Z direction by doing that, and now they go above. I can in fact turn off the base surface, which I'm doing there, and now I've got pretty much what you've got in your image. Essentially, extruded objects such as extruded rectangles, etc., will rescale, so you've got a much fatter edge there. Then if you go round the end here, you can see that it is indeed tapered down to a much slimmer edge here, and they will rescale according to the shape of the surface. What they won't do is rescale pretty much in the Z direction, so you have to change that yourself. So if I was to double click this and select array items and take them back to the original, and I'm going to change that to, rather than 40, I'm going to change that to 120. and then I'm going to press exit items, and now this object is much fatter and probably more consequential, and will, if I was to measure that, you can see that it is in fact 120 millimeters around on its thickness around each plank there. Anyway, that would be my approach. If you wanted to develop this object a little bit more, then you can select the object and you can ungroup it. And now it's broken up into its constituent parts, which are 10 extrudes. If I was to undo that, and if I was to reveal the base surface and then ungroup it, then everything about it is broken, and that means essentially is that I can take my surface and have another go, make another one, or carry on experimenting with this command. Anyway, that would be my solution to your modeling problem.